Welcome everyone to another problem solving video. Here today we will be solving the problem called plus minus in the hacker rank. The problem states that there will be an array of integer. We have to calculate the ratio of its element that are positive, negative or zero and print those ratio in a way that I should get after decimal 6 decimals. For example, here they have given there is an array of 5 element 1 1 0 minus 1 minus 1 and number 2 ones 1 0 is there and 2 negative number 2 minus 1 is also there. Then they have calculated the ratio by dividing by the total number of the element of the array with the sign numbers. For example, 5 divided by the total number of positive number, where it is 2, and the equal is 0.40000 up to the 6 decimal. After decimal 6 digit they have printed. So let's do the code. At first I would like to remove this portion of the code and then start my main function. So into main, before digging into the code, I would like to explain how I'm gonna solve this question. I will first take one number, then identify that number whether it is positive, negative or zero. By the result of that, I will increment the counter value. So there will be 3 counter value: p and negative, positive for p, negative for n, e, g, and 0 for z. So taking one input, and then after taking all the element of that array in this way, I will just calculate the answer and print those things out. Okay, so I need 2 variables: int number or array length and n. This n will be or I can say element or element. So then I need to store those things in a counter. So here, as my result is decimal as is a floating value and I have a fixed amount of digit to show, then it's better to declare those counter as a float type of variable. So I'll be creating float type e with the initialization value of 0.0 and neg for negative, which is 0.0, and a 0 or a z flag, which will be initialized with 0.0. Then after initializing, I will take a value, or I will take the length of my array. So array length. Then I will count each of the calculate each of the element this way. So for example, I have 1 2 3. So these 3 will be taken first, then identify first, then this increment will occurs. After that, after when I finish the loop work, then I will calculate the total. So I have to put a loop here. So I'll be using while loop and I'll go reverse wise. So the array length minus. So I have to take now the first element of the array. So sin small n. Then I place a condition: is that element is greater than 0. Here another thing, how am I considering that the number is positive, negative or 0 value? So as we all know that 0, from the right side of the 0 it's all positive and the left side is all negative. So I have to compare with these sidewise things. Okay, is it greater than 0, then it's positive. If the number is less than 0, then it will be negative. So this condition will be applied, and if it's 0 itself, then it will be 0. So if the grade n is greater than 0, then it will increment the p counter value, so p plus plus. Else if the number is less than 0, then the negative incrementation will be there and g will be incremented. Else if both doesn't happen, in that case the 0 that will be incremented. So the loop work is done. Now I have to do the calculation. So here I can do this thing in 2 ways. One is I will first do the calculation, then print the result. But I can do both things with the help of this bitstate C++ library. So here in this library there is a function called setPrecision, which will help me to display 6 digits after the decimal very easily, along with the calculation. So the line should be like this: C out fixed So I am using the fixed argument here because that in the question I have fixed. They have mentioned that six placed. That's why the precisions will be fixed. Will be six. Then I have put the function set precision up to 6. Then I will put the calculation value. So the first value I have to show is for positive, second one is for negative, and last one for 0. Yes. So the positive one, p divided by total number of array len end line. Now I'm gonna copy this line, just change here. So the file is complete. Now let's check where we have make any mistakes or not. So here there is a mistake, that n. So it should be, there will be a space, array minus my, and I haven't mentioned n here. I should write here that element, not n. So here will be element. Now the code is good. There's no red light here. Let's first test the code whether it's working properly or not. 5 1 1 0 minus 1. Run it. Okay, so everything is good, but still not good. Still not good because I'm getting minus value, which is not expected here. So let's check then. Array len I have put there. Where did I return 0? Returning to 0 position. Okay, I have done a mistake here. The output, I guess. Array len is 5. Let's do again. So the output precision function is working right, but the result, it's not -2. It's not -2. Maybe the division here, it's something is doing wrong in this side. Okay, so let's try another thing. I'll create another variable where I will be storing this array len value, n equals to array len. Now instead of this array len, I'll be divided with the n. Let's see, it's running or not. Yeah, now it's running properly. Okay. So this was it for this video, and this n, why it's working when I'm giving n, and why it's not working when I'm giving array len, I'll be solve this question in the next video. Till then, thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share this video to motivate me and grow my channel. Thank you everyone.